What's up, guys? Welcome back to the MontyVerse. We are here to check out episode 3 of my adventures with Superman, and I am loving this series so far. Nikki, are you ready?
I'm ready to go. I'm excited to see more of it.
Yeah, I mean, I really fell in love with the show the first 2 episodes, so I'm really excited to check out episode 3. But we'll be starting it right now.
It's gonna crash there!
Oh no!
Oh, man. Oh, that is horrifying to me. Oh, shirt rip.
There's a fire on the blimp. We have to.
Oh no. Oh.
Is everyone okay?
That guy was just spilling hot coffee.
Not reacting.
Who are you? Just call me...
Superman! I'd like to interview you for the Daily Planet.
Sorry, no comment. Gotta go take care of that blimp.
Again! If I could just have a minute of your time.
I love that. I love how it's the opposite of usually how it happens, where he just offers up the information. She's like hunting him down in this show.
All right, listen up. Kyle! Have you found her yet? Times do I have to tell you not to use our real names while doing crimes, roughhouse? Oh, sorry, Kyle!
Oh my god.
I'll only ask once. Which jail cell is Siobhan McDougal in?
Kyle?
Oh, that's
Albert?
Silver Banshee.
Sis! Oh, so she gets to use our names? A crazy lady gave us stupid, powerful weapons? We're busting you!
I love her design, especially like on her eye shape.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys.
Drop your weapons and stand down! No.
I said.
That's what.
It's an interesting take on... They're doing Superman's Rogues Gallery really interesting, where they're making them tech-based almost, a lot of the minor villains in Superman's Rogues.
Mm-hmm.
I love this opening.
I was literally trying to think for a second, like, wait, did they show this before?
No, the first 2 episodes didn't have it.
Late.
That was amazing. I just wish it was longer.
Me too.
Hey, Lo.
Whoa.
Are you okay? You're not hurt, are you? But I got you coffee.
This is from Wade's Cafe.
You said it was your favorite.
Aw.
Aww.
That's clear across the city.
It was a long jog. Are you sure you're okay?
I am now. Thanks to you.
Really? What were you, doing this morning?
I'll tell you what. Trying to interview Superman, but he keeps running away. Guy's so scared of.
Well, just a guess. Maybe he doesn't want you to find out all the secrets and publish them?
Yeah, but he doesn't know that's my plan. I'll be me, and you pretend to be Superman.
It's a pleasure, Miss Lane.
A little more confidence. You saved my life, and I want to know more about you. It would mean the world to me if you let me interview you. What do you say?
If it was within my power, I would do anything for you, Lois.
See how easy that was? So why can't that guy say it?
What's going on?
You're getting scooped is what?
Oh no.
Allow us to introduce ourselves.
You're talking to the Daily Planet Star News Team. Sports reporter Steve Lombard.
Cat Grant! If you can't say something nice, darling, then come sit by me. But not too close.
I'm not doing this.
Aw, come on, Ronnie.
You gotta know who's scooping
Are they
them.
real?
Yes, these are characters, all characters from the comic.
Ronnie Troop, investigative journalist. I apologize about Steve.
And Steve Lombard is always usually portrayed like this.
Scooping this. Ah, not the
I'm
murder.
scooping this.
Harry assigned us the Superman beat, and so we'll take this and get out of your hair.
This isn't fair.
You got a lucky break, but Perry wants real reporters on this.
Oh,
We'll make
that's
sure you get an
cold-blooded.
additional reporting credit when we're done.
Man, is Perry always this much a dick?
No.
Also, the copier's broken. Please fix it by lunch.
Lois.
Then we'll have to beat the Scoop Troop and get to Superman first.
Get it on Flamebird. This could get me to 7 followers.
I still think we'd be better off finding a different story. There are other big things happening in Metropolis besides Superman.
Information was given about the prisoners at a press conference earlier today. Suspects have reportedly used unknown tech weapons to escape.
Livewire nearly destroyed half the city with just one crazy weapon. I have to track down those criminals and stop them. I mean, write about them. I mean, we go to write about them.
What are we waiting for? Lead on, Smallville.
Didn't expect you to give up on the Superman story so easily.
Who says I am?
With sci-fi weapons and a Superman becoming the norm, what is next for Metropolis?
Good question. Nice.
Or not.
Intergang forever!
Oh, okay, so they are doing intergang.
Okay,
I
we
thought
need
it
to
was.
find out all
I
we
thought
can
it was
about
going to be more
Siobhan McDougal,
complicated
her
than that.
accomplices, and where they could be going next. How to convince them to let 3 interns talk to the warden.
Ooh, is this who I think it is?
Metahuman soldier.
I don't know, because I don't know who you think it is.
Oh, is she not the warden?
Amanda
I can
Waller?
get us in,
Yeah.
but
No,
you have to
usually not.
promise not
Usually
to.
Oh,
she's
never mind.
high up in the government.
I don't know titles.
You stole their badges?
No, I borrowed them.
That's the definition of stealing. There is no way me and Jimmy are gonna go along with
Dibs on anyone who is not Steve.
Fine, I'm not doing this.
Fine. Then we can go back and brainstorm how to interview Superman. Team, can't grant human interest. If it's not real news, then tell me all about it.
True. Investigative journalist. A little patronizing, but mostly professional.
Steve. Sports.
Anyway, we're here about the breakout, darling.
Siobhan spent most of her time here yelling that one day she'd land a big score. You literally pirouetted into my office 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, that was fun. Anyways,
There's protocols, as you know.
Protocols.
Yeah? No,
Protocols.
the Planet reporters are already here.
Okay, the exit has to be somewhere.
Once we get out, we can regroup, try to figure out something else.
But the door's locked.
Unless someone had the warden's key card. Oh, look. Wait a minute. Was that a smile?
Of course not.
With the number of things
I'm
they've
very
done
perturbed
like
by your
against
actions.
the rules, though, how have they not all been let
Because
go
stealing
yet?
is wrong.
Good question, because Perry is not a dick. Whoa. Alright, so he's unlocking his X-ray vision.
Yeah, we'll find where those imposters went, okay? And bring them back here.
Shoot.
have me on your side. Bam!
Believe it.
That's a bank layout. They're planning to rob a bank.
The Metropolitan City Bank.
Those times. They must be when armored cars come in with cash transfers.
It's all going down in the next 15 minutes.
That Believe It cat poster is 100% a reference to Naruto.
It has to be.
The cat was orange and everything, I think.
And there's an exclamation point. Believe it.
What do you say? Let's get talking about. Relax, Mist. This isn't like the smash and grabs we did before. In control.
Stay here, out of sight where it's safe. I'll call the authorities.
And we'll go get captured.
Wait, what?
What?
You call for help, Jimmy and I will get taken hostage, and then Superman will come and save us. That's when we'll get our interview with him.
I mean, it worked when we did it with Livewire.
You did that on purpose?
Oh.
Clark!
Miss Lane, Mr. Olsen, get to safety.
Oh, it's shut down.
Well-being of the people of Metropolis, I need you to unfreeze everyone.
About.
Wait, what?
They're a very bad team.
Turn it off! It's jammed!
Wait, not with the gloves!
How did his hands not shatter?
That's exactly what I was worried about.
I thought that's what was gonna happen. That has to be Kryptonian technology.
Oh my god.
Whole city.
What do we do?
We evacuate everyone and keep looking for Clark. Let's go, people! This way! Come on!
Lois!
Keep running! Don't just stand there.
Oh, achievement unlocked. Oh, okay, so we're doing Brainiac, I think. Which is kind of interesting, I guess. I just thought it was going to be a little bit more complicated than that, but it's fine.
I took out the machine causing this, but the people in the back got hit hard. They need help.
Slade. Oh, he's got both of his eyes still.
I thought we knew that though.
I don't think the hair ever revealed the other eye last episode.
Oh.
So I just assumed that maybe they might be doing that
Miss Lane?
instead of the eye patch,
Mr.
but no.
Superman, we
This
can't
is
find Clark.
pre-eye patch.
Aww.
It's cute.
I saw him phoning for help before I flew in. I understand you want an interview, Miss Lane?
Superman? Superman with me! What do you say we take this interview elsewhere?
I'd say, hold on.
Is this how you see the world? It's beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
Well, that's one way to sorry.
I'm nervous too.
Then why agree to this?
Because when I told you and Jimmy to save yourselves, you stayed to help others. If you can face down a city-destroying freeze ray, I think I can answer a couple of questions.
Well, let's start with the basics. Where do you come from?
I don't know.
How do your powers work?
I'm still figuring that out.
Who are you? What are you?
I'm kind of figuring that out too. Miss Lane, the truth is I'm still piecing together who I am and what I can do. But at the end of the day, I'm here to help the people of Metropolis. That's what matters.
Oh, that's so freaking wholesome. And Superman, I love it.
Lois!
I'm so sorry I didn't tell you my plan to interview Superman. I put you in danger because of it, and
And I promise, from here on out, I'll do whatever I can to help you get that interview.
I just got it.
Wow! You got the interview! That's incredible! So, what'd you think of Superman? Pretty great guy, right?
Oh, he's a liar.
Great!
What?
What?
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
Another great episode. What do you mean?
Go back. There's a name I think I might have recognized.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh, I knew I recognized
Lucas
it.
Grabeel played the Mist.
Okay, I was like thinking in my head, there's something eerily familiar about that. That answers so much.
That's interesting.
Sorry, I'm fangirling DComs.
High School Musical. For all of us, for all you High School Music, for all the fans of our channel that are in the correlation of High School Musical and Superman, guess what? You're in luck. Fun fact, Lucas Grabeel also played Connor Kent in Smallville.
Oh my gosh, how did I not know that?
So there's a connection there as well. Yeah, he played Connor for like one
Nice.
episode.
Oh, that's awesome.
So there's a Superman connection with Lucas already. So that's a fun little fact. I love this episode. I'm loving this series so far. It's really great. So I'm assuming we could assume a lot of things. Now, someone in the comments from the last 2 episodes said that they thought Intergang was the one supplying the weapons, which I thought could be the case, but no, it looks like Silver Banshee and her crew were what are this universe's version of Intergang right now. All of the tech appears to be Kryptonian.
Yeah.
Which I assumed last episode from the way it reacted to Clark, and this episode kind of confirmed that. When he arrived on the scene as Superman, the freeze ray seemed to deactivate or shut down. And then obviously he had that little flashback, which now I think, before I thought it was possibly feuding alien races, like in Superman Earth 1 that caused the destruction of Krypton in this universe. But it appears that we're just going, one of the simpler routes, and it's going to be Brainiac, which is fine. I would just love to have that explored more thoroughly than, I was kind of hoping we'd have new villains in this show and explore new villains than the same old villains. But you know what? It's Brainiac, and I can never be mad about any Superman property handling that character. So I'm excited about that.
I was gonna say, I don't have enough exposure to other properties, so for me, it's completely new. But you also have to think, what, in your opinion at least, as someone who's more versed in his rogues gallery, are these villains that you think lend itself to the tone and style of this show, or were you expecting something drastically different?
No, these are the villains I want them to use. When I saw Silver Banshee, I got excited because I want them to use the lesser. Obviously comic book readers know these villains, but I want them to use. I like that they're using these very small time villains like Mist in this animated series, because I want the world at large to be introduced, because that's Superman's biggest problem in every Superman movie. They always use the same villain.
Oh yeah.
It's always Lex Luthor, and even in the cartoons a lot, it's Lex Luthor, Doomsday, Brainiac. And I love that we're getting to these.
Or Zod.
So I love that we're getting to use these. We're using Livewire. We're using Silver Banshee. We're using Intergang. These characters that Superman has faced in the comics for decades that most people don't know about. So I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And they're just fun. I like the fact that even with them, they're still working off with the tone and kind of the silliness of the rest of the cast, which I don't know how faithful it is, but I think it works very well.
What's great about this show is the animation is, I don't want to say not faithful, because when it comes to telling a Superman story, there's no such thing as faithful animation. There's no such thing as a faithful look of the character. What's most important to any Superman story is nailing the characterizations. And this show is doing that so well. It feels like a modern day retelling of a Superman story, but most importantly, at the end of the day, it feels like a Superman story. It's a story about a guy who just wants to do good in this world, and about the world around him. Superman, what makes Superman so great is he is this unmovable, unshakable force of morality. You saw how upset he got when Lois stole those, and that was as Clark. He just wants to do the right thing because he was raised by great parents to be as great of a person as he can be, and that's Superman. And then he reacts to the world around him, which is not the perfect world that he envisions it as.
Yeah.
So that's what makes a great Superman story, and I love that the series is doing that.
Also, I think that's just a great moral compass to have in general. I think it hits particularly nicer given how young they make them.
Yes, and it shows. That's a great point that you bring up, because one thing I really loved was Clark dealing with the moral choices. Lois is like, hey, this is what I stole, these badges. We want to get this scoop. Sometimes we got to play a little dirty. And Clark's like, absolutely not. I'm not doing that. But he had to.
He had to. And then he liked it. She pointed out once they were in there and actually doing the work, she's like, wait, you're smiling now.
And that's how you write these characters. Superman is. A lot of people think Superman is perfect, but how does the perfect person interact and deal with these morally gray situations? And how does he grow as a person because of that? And that's great writing. That's great Superman storytelling. I love the anime influences are continuing in this series.
Oh, absolutely.
I gotta ask you a question. When Jimmy and Lois were doing the cat and the basically when they were doing their Daily Planet
impersonations,
spiel, did you get Team Rocket vibes from Pokemon?
No.
Oh, I thought they were doing like a Jesse and James type of thing.
I mean, kind of. I think just like the over dramatization of it, which I think is just a staple in anime in general, is like this over expressiveness and the melodrama. And like it's such a minor detail, but the other thing, and it might have already been shown before, is little details in the character designs where over their eyes and their eyebrows, they don't like differentiate them, or the eyebrows still stick out.
Yes.
But like that's such a staple to it as well. Yeah. And there's something small about that where it's like, oh, they could have just like covered that up, but no, they chose not to.
And you brought up Siobhan's eyes.
Loved that.
And because you said that, I really looked at them, and I love that all of the eyes really in this show are all unique. No two pairs of eyes look the same, and they're all a lot more expressive, which is a big thing in anime.
Oh yeah, because like even Lois's, it's a little bit more offbeat to where they're a bit wider, and then like at the top they're colored in, and then there's like I think the couple of dots on either side, where on the bottom it's not like a completely clean line.
Yes.
And I was like that, and like you're totally on point about that with the designs.
Yes, and they're a lot more. I don't want to say complex because there's only so many ways you can draw an eye.
Yeah.
But they're not under designed like the Bruce Timm DCAU eyes, which are very simple. So they're able to emote so much more through the eyes, which I really like in a show like this that requires a lot of emotion.
Right.
Not emotion, but there's a lot of like over the top expressions being done by the characters, which is something I really like. Because that's another way you counter the Superman. And again, I don't feel this way, but a lot of people think like Superman is boring. You counter that by having these over the top reactions by Lois and these very subdued, cringe, like shocked reactions by Clark. I love that they're doing that.
I was gonna say, I mean, the main reason that I would not call him boring is very predominantly because Jack Quaid is so good.
Jack Quaid is phenomenal, and it sucks that he's not able to promote this show due to the SAG-AFTRA strike. But again, we stand with the writers and the actors. So he's doing it for the future of this business, and millions and millions of lives are affected by what they're doing right now. So it's a bummer that he can't promote this show because of how absolutely fantastic he is as Clark Kent and Superman. And I kind of wish he was able to play Superman in live action at some point because he's that good.
Oh yeah.
And that again, that's what makes this strike so important. So that performances like this can be preserved and they're not overshadowed by AI and things of that nature.
And they're just compensated what they deserve.
Yeah. You know what's someone in the comments also brought up the fact that in the pilot episodes, the first 2 episodes, Metropolis felt small. The streets were empty, and Metropolis is supposed to be like a major city, like New York or something of that nature. And I think they remedied that a little bit in this episode.
Yeah, and I think like the other thing is we don't need or even want to see the entire city right away.
But just like bystanders. But just like that there should be more people on the streets.
Which there was.
Which there was in this episode. Not that many more, but there were a lot more. And they reused a lot of character models because I saw some of the people on the street at the end were the same people as were in the bullpen of the Daily Planet earlier, but that's okay as long as they're doing tricks like that to kind of fill in the background. I really liked. I also liked the inclusion of a blimp in this show because I felt like that was an homage to Batman the Animated Series and using police blimps to give it a timeless nature. I don't know, because I don't see blimps personally that much nowadays.
I was literally about to say, are they blimps or are they dirigibles? Or is that something totally different?
I don't know what a dirigible is. So I can't answer that question. But I thought that was a nice little touch, and I like that blimps exist I like that blimps are a big part of the DC Universe's design aesthetic. But overall, another solid episode. My Adventures with Superman is killing it so far.
I was gonna say, what I really like about this, it feels like it's now kind of finding the groove even more, to where you loved the first 2 episodes. I like them a lot, but now like this one's like kind of like I'm getting more on board with kind of the tone and like what the overarching story is a bit. And the dynamic between Clark and Lois is so cute.
I love that. And I love how it's an origin story that's unfolding.
Yeah. It's not like, oh, like I discovered everything already. Now here's my adventures. No, the adventure is him discovering. Outside of
Smallville, which took like 10 years to tell his origin, every Superman story is just like, oh, here you go. You're Kryptonian. I'm Jor-El. I'm gonna explain everything to you matter-of-factly. Here's an entire detailed story of the heritage of our people. And in this, it's like, I don't know who I am yet. I'm finding out who I am. I'm discovering what I can do, and it's such a metaphor for being a young adult in the modern world. And I love that. It's so, I really appreciate them doing that. Because we get to see Superman, Clark discovering himself as Superman at the same time as Clark discovering himself as what's his relationship with Lois, what's his place at the Daily Planet. So I really love the duality of this story.
No, absolutely.
If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our latest content. If you like this video and you want to catch more of our My Adventures with Superman reactions, click the link in the screen. And until next time, stay versed.